If you're looking for the best, cheapest and quickest delivery for 2004 modded accounts, personal mod services and credits, head over to MitchCactus.com. There'll be a link to the website in the description. What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 4 video. And today's video is going to be talking about the potentially leaked cars, or some of the leaks have been partially confirmed in the game files that are extremely likely to be able to come in the next series, known as Series 23. Now, of course, if you guys aren't aware, Series 23 resembles the 23rd major, or at least monthly update into Forza Horizon 4, which will contain all of the new cars, or at least around 3 to 4 new cars. Now, this video will be talking about the cars that have been leaked previously, or are otherwise extremely likely to come to the game, and which ones I believe will be most probable to be able to be seen in the game throughout the next couple of weeks, or at least later in the future. Now, if you're new to my channel, then you probably wouldn't be aware, but I typically make videos like this around each month, right before the series is about to start, just to give people a heads up or idea as to what cars we could expect to see down the line. Now, if you guys would like to stay up to date with any further updates regarding this, or any tutorials on how to unlock the cars as they're released, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and also smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and comment any suggestions or feedback. Now, a few people have been asking me, how do I always unlock these cars as soon as they're released, or referring to my garage? Well, guys, that's because I actually play on a Forza Horizon 4 modded account from MitchCactus.com, and these accounts come with not only 1 billion credits, but also 3 of every single rare car in the game. This includes all of the most exclusive cars that are only previously available in seasonal events or championships, such as cars like the Ferrari 596 Evo, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante, the Bugatti Divo, pretty much any rare car you guys can think of, the Apollo IE, all Hot Wheels cars, all DLC cars, all Pro Edition cars, and alongside with some other rare ones. And if you're wondering why the car images do not load, that's because it's a newly modded account, but they do load over time. On top of this, these accounts also have 2 million skill points, 2 million Forza points, thousands of wheel spins, hundreds of super wheel spins, and of course a very high but safeties level, as these accounts are very rare to be able to get banned. So guys, if you're interested in this, or you want these applied to your personal account, make sure to head over to MitchCactus.com, guys. There'll be a link in the top of the description. Now that I've gotten out of the way, guys, I'll get on to the first cars, and I'll be naming around 10, and I will be showing pictures of these to assist you guys in knowing what they are. So here's the first one. So coming up first, there is the Corvette C8. Now, of course, the Corvette C8 has been rolled out previously, or fairly recently in real life, and this car has been quite notorious as a budget supercar that pretty much destroys most other sports supercars, with a 0 to 100 speed of around 2.9 seconds and a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. Now, this has been extremely highly anticipated, not only in real life, but also in Forza, and it's used in the game, potentially with even some other upgrade capabilities, such as wide body kits, or even engine swaps. Would be pretty cool to see, guys, and I'm sure a lot of you would also be keen to see that. So hopefully that doesn't come into the game. There are little leaked files in that one so far, but based off of previous trends, it's extremely likely this car will be soon to come, considering we've seen a few other Corvette cars soon after release roll into Forza Horizon 4 previously. Coming up next, we've got the Mustang GT500, of course the 2020 Mustang GT500. This is also quite a highly anticipated car from those Mustang fans, and we've seen the Mustang R-Spec come out in Australia, the 10500. So, and GT500 is essentially another orientation of that for America. So we would pretty likely be able to see that, considering we've got a lot of Ford cars in the game already, so that would not be surprising, and we'll just add another one to the clip. Third, there is the Lamborghini Aventador S. Now, I also would say the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, but considering how long it took Forza to roll out the Huracan Performante, I'd actually think that the Lamborghini Aventador S is the only one we're going to be seeing for now, essentially as an upgraded variation of the Aventador, considering how old it is now. I reckon they're going to be able to save the SVJ for a title car for a future game like Forza Motorsport 8 or Horizon 5, considering its significance and considering it's an extremely rare Lamborghini that we haven't really seen too much of before. So, but I definitely think the Aventador S is something that will come to the game. It's fairly likely in the next few months, not specifically in Series 23, but definitely in the future, guys. Coming up next, we got the Audi RS6. Now, the Audi RS6 2020 is one of the new Audis with a facelift, and we haven't really seen many Audis. And if you don't like Audis, you can definitely acknowledge how little we've really seen in Forza. I don't think there's been a single addition in terms of Audi cars into the game. It's pretty much just the R8 from 2017, a few RS6s from a while ago, and that's about it. So seeing an updated RS6, would be pretty cool to see. And another car is also the Audi RS7 2020. So they're two basically new cars, both facelifts, both have quite a lot of extra performance upgrades that are available. So to see these in the Forza 2004 would be a pretty good addition to see, considering, like I said, how little Audi cars there are and how little they've really added since the start of the game. Coming up next is a Ferrari F8 Tributo. It's essentially an upgraded version of the 488 Pista, which is already in Forza 2004. It's on a specifically new design in relation to the 488 or the 488 Pista, but it's got the same engine as 488 Pista, but it's definitely still quite an aesthetically pleasing car despite that, and would definitely have a pretty good spot to see in Forza. And I hope that car does come into the game, considering we did see the previous Ferraris, so they may as well add the F8 while they're at it. Coming up next, we got the Lamborghini Huracan Evo. Now, the Huracan Evo is essentially the new variation of the Huracan, and it's got some nice and new performance statistics alongside with a slightly redesigned splitter. So this would be pretty cool to see. It's pretty similar to the Huracan, but the one thing about the Huracan in Forza is that it's quite an old model considering it's 2016. So we definitely do need an update for that, potentially even quicker, better around a track, and could even compete with some of the quicker cars in the game. So I don't think that would be unreasonable to see it in the future, guys. Maybe even Series 23. Coming up last, guys, are the last three cars we'll be going over, and one of which is the McLaren GT. So I've been saying this for a while, and the McLaren GT is a new car that's rolled out in real life, and is of course a mid-range McLaren. So the 720S is a lot quicker, a lot more performance orientated, and the GT is more of an everyday driving capable car with a better, more luxurious interior and less aero oriented design. So considering how close McLaren and Xbox are, as is described by the fact that McLaren centers the front profile picture of the game, and McLaren are the only cars in the game with the real actual engine sounds, the fact that they would be able to acquire the licensing for this, just like they did with the Speedtail, wouldn't surprise me at all, alongside with the McLaren 765 LT, which is also an updated version of McLaren, specifically being at the 720S. Considering how good the 720S is in Forza, the 765 LT would definitely be pretty cool, as it's even more track oriented than 720S itself, with some other additional aero and performance upgrades. Now, the last car for this video, guys, I'll be talking about is of course the BMW M8 competition. We've seen this car in real life recently. It's starting to roll out all around the world with the M8 competition and the coupe competition, with a 0 to 100 speed of around 3.0 seconds, maybe 2.9 if you're pushing it. Would be another car similar to the Corvette C8, which is relatively cheap in comparison to some of the cars it can keep up with. But of course, being a BMW M8, it's a pretty cool car with a lot of luxurious interior type aspects. So I think that seeing that in the game would be pretty cool, because like Audi, we haven't seen too many new BMWs, so it seems to be a thing among the German brands. But guys, it's going to be about it for this video. Like I said, if you'd like to stay up to date with any updates regarding these cars or any tutorials as they come into the game, make sure to subscribe and the notifications on, and also like and comment any suggestions or feedback. And if you guys are looking for the best, cheapest and quickest delivery for 2004 modded accounts, personal account mods and services, head over to MitchCactus.com, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.